Hey dating masses, Michael here with idateadvice.com. Today's topic is about how to end a relationship, usually a bad one. If you were driving down the road and the further that you went, the worse that the road got, there are potholes, there's bumps, there are uneven ground, you would know that it's time to find a better road to drive down to reach your destination, right? You want to avoid damage. So why do we all too frequently end up staying in a bad relationship when we know that we need to get out? How do you end it before it's too late, before somebody really gets hurt? First, you need to recognize that there are issues. You need to recognize the specific issues, and if it has come to that, you need to decide that it's over. Making that initial decision is what separates the maybes from the absolutes. This is when you already know there's a big problem or there's a series of small problems sometimes and it's over. In your mind, it's been over. Maybe you're still seeing that person because you feel bad or you're not really sure how to end it. You need to make sure that you know if it's over, it's over. And you'll feel almost a switch flip off in your head. And you say to yourself, well, that's it. Now I know. You don't necessarily need the approval of the other person to come to the end of their relationship. And I'll get to that in a little bit, but you don't need to consult them to say, do you think it's the end of their relationship? If you think that there are problems that can be fixed, by all means, communicate that to them and say, here's what's wrong, here's what can be fixed. But if you think that it's beyond that, if you're really not willing to put any more effort into it or work, it's probably not going to work, okay? When you're ready, 2 is to choose the right time and place to break it off. Sooner is always better. You don't want to drag anybody through the mud, but make sure that it's an appropriate setting and that there are no distractions. You don't want to do this as somebody's getting ready to go to work in the morning. You don't want to call them up and say, hey, by the way, I'm not going to be with you anymore. You don't want to do it in front of everybody's family, in front of everybody's friends. It's embarrassing sometimes. So make sure that you're conscious of that. 3rd is to be as honest as possible, without being mean, without doing damage to their self-image, but just state the facts, the reasons that it can't continue, and let them give you input. Pause. Don't just run your mouth if you're trying to break up with them. Just say, and listen, that's it, it's over, yada, 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 and then get up and leave. You'll leave them in a bad position. Let them give you their input and let you give them some floor time to speak as well. Don't resort to yelling, screaming, and don't get over emotional. It's really not about emotions. It's about logic. And if you're coming from a place of logic, they really can't argue with you. Number 4, and just as important as deciding to break up with them, is to not give in and just stay. I speak to too many people, guys and girls, who decide it's over. They get all this hype built up inside of them. They go to tell their significant other, I don't want to be with you anymore. And then they leave the room still in a relationship. Don't do that. If you know that it needs to be done, you are the one in control of ending it. It's your responsibility to end it if you aren't feeling the relationship anymore. It's your responsibility to them, and it's your responsibility to yourself. Most people that we date won't be the ones that we stay with forever. Understanding what it is that you're looking for, and just as importantly, what you're not looking for in a significant other, is the first step to finding and sustaining happiness. Remember to always be yourself, and don't be so quick to dismiss your gut feelings. If you're not really naturally driven to that individual, they're likely not the right one for you. All right, dating masses, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to get a new dating advice video each and every week. We welcome your questions and comments, and as always, we reply absolutely free. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey dating masses, Michael here with idateadvice.com. Today's topic is the importance of saying no in a relationship. Now, when we begin a new relationship, we want so badly to impress that other person.